Patriots take
Utica, and tonight the defending champs come to town as the Comets return home for the first of a back-to-back before heading to Hartford, Connecticut tomorrow.
Utica looking to satisfy its sweet tooth tonight against Hershey. Couldn't resist that. With the Calder Cup champion Bears in for their lone visit this season. Joining us now live from the Adirondack Bank Center, you know who, Sports Director Spencer Davidson, getting us ready for Puck Drop. Spencer, good evening.
Good evening, Jason and Kristen. Good evening, everyone. The champs are here for one night only, and it's really the only time that you'll ever hear me disinterested in anything Hershey. Now, I know I've said this before, the Comets really need a win here tonight. There's just 16 games remaining in the regular season, including tonight's contest, and the Comets, with each loss, the path to the playoffs becomes that much more difficult. Now, checking out the North Division standings coming into the day, Utica still laboring in 7th with 56 points. They're 5 back of the Toronto Marlies for the 5th and final playoff spot. The Marlies, though, have 2 games at hand, and while the Belleville Senators are 7 up on the Comets and have 1 game at hand. Now, every team in the North Division, except for the first-place Cleveland Monsters, are in action tonight, with the Marlies and Rochester Americans squaring off for the first of 2 back-to-back. Now, the way things are shaking out, Utica needs to root for Rochester to sweep Toronto this weekend over the next couple of nights to keep the Marlies stagnant at 61 points and within reach. For the Comets, they come off a tough loss to Belleville on Wednesday. That'll make it more difficult to catch the Sens in 4th. Utica faces quite the challenge tonight as well against the defending champs, who also happen to come into the night with the best record in the AHL this season, 10 points ahead of the next best team in the league. However, luckily for the Comets, they seem to play the Bears pretty well. In their only meeting of the season back on March 2nd in Chocolatetown, the Comets shut Hershey out with a gutsy 1-0 win. In fact, over the past 5 years, Utica is 4-2-1 against the Bears, so historically, including a 3-0 win here last year, the team has fared pretty well against a very consistently good Hershey team. They'll need some more of that Wonka magic tonight as they'll hit the road after this game, bound for Hartford, where they'll take on the Wolfpack tomorrow. Also coming up tonight at 7 over at Herkimer College, the Generals men's basketball team looks to punch its ticket to the national championship game on their home court tomorrow as they'll take on Riverland tonight out of Minnesota in the NJCAA Division III semifinals. And much like Kristen, very surprised that tonight is the season finale of Sports Express. It has gone by so fast, but we have a lot to get to, including the Notre Dame girls win in the state semifinals. I'll have full highlights and post-game reaction coming up at 6, as well as another look at this game. Until then, guys, I'll send it back up Smith Hill to you.
Time flies when you're having fun. Spencer, thank you.
$125,000 has been awarded to the city of Rome to help upgrade the city.
It is hockey night in Utica as the Comets welcome in the defending Calder Cup champion Hershey Bears here to the Adirondack Bank Center tonight. With just 16 games remaining in the regular season, including tonight, the Comets remain 5 points out of the 5th and final playoff spot in the North Division. And they have 2 games this weekend looking to make up some ground, but really need to string together some wins with almost all the other teams in the North Division also in action tonight. So a big game here at the Aud. I had more on this matchup during the Live at 5 news hour for you, but we really need to shift our focus here for a minute, and for good reason. The Notre Dame girls basketball team woke up bright and early this morning as the Jugglers, the Section 3 champs, took on Section 1 champion Putnam Valley at Hudson Valley Community College in a game already gone final in the Class B semifinals. To Hudson Valley Community College.
This is Sports Express, brought to you by the law offices of Ricardo J. Morrow, GPO Federal Credit Union, Herkimer College, and Scalzo, Zogby, and Wittig Insurance.
Welcome back aboard the season finale of Sports Express, an eventful show so far, but we're switching over to the ice now, and the Utica Comets welcoming the defending Calder Cup champion Hershey Bears. Just 16 games remaining in the regular season coming into tonight. The Comets sitting 5 points out of a playoff spot and desperately needing wins to the Adirondack Bank Center It's hockey night in Utica. Isaac Poulter and the Comets with the challenge tonight of facing the defending champs and top team in the league so far this season. Utica did beat Hershey 1-0 on the road earlier in the month. Buffalo area native Austin Osmanski making his Comets debut after being acquired from Springfield in an AHL trade yesterday. Comets know the stakes and come out with some jump. Less than 3 minutes in, Philip Angaris with the shot, follows up his own rebound and puts the second chance opportunity home. Utica lights the lamp first and leads by 1. Just over 4 minutes later, Comets on the rush. Graham Clark puts it on net. Xavier Perron crashing, and the backhander finds the twine. Utica with 2 quick goals lead 2-0 just over 6 minutes in. The champs, however, not the type of team to roll over. To the second, 2-1 now, 8 minutes in. Alex Limoges with some space. The quick release fools Poulter, and that does it for the lead. We're tied at 2. Just 24 seconds later, it's Limoges again. Right place, right time, redirects the backdoor feed for his second of the night. Just like that, the Bears grab a 3-2 lead. But guess what? The resilient Comets would tie in the third thanks to a Kyle Criscuolo goal. Now this one goes all the way to a shootout where Isaac Poulter stops all 3 shots he faced. So Timur Ibragimov with a chance to win it, and that he does. What a victory for the Comets, snatching 2 points away from the champs. Utica wins 4-3, and with the Toronto loss to Rochester are now 3 points out from the final playoff spot. Utica is on the road taking on the Hartford Wolfpack tomorrow. Some Division I college